Hey guys, welcome back. And we are here for our Sister Wives Season 1 rewatch. This episode really didn't have a whole bunch in it, so I don't anticipate being up here long, but we're just gonna go ahead and go with it and talk about some of the things that we noticed. So we begin the episode seeing Christine is still very much pregnant. She's very pregnant. She's actually a week overdue. And she's talking about how Truly, which is inside of her belly at this time, loves the family so much. I'd say so much that she doesn't even want to come out. They're talking about how there's a lot going on at this time because Christine is due anytime now. Mary's 20th anniversary is in a week, and Robin's wedding is in 8 weeks. Cody and Christine are on their way to the doctor's appointment to find out if Christine needs to be induced. This part, whenever you're talking about induction for a child, especially one that's overdue, the smartest thing to do would be to make sure that you pack supplies, because more than likely, especially the size that Christine was and her being a week overdue, they're going to induce you. There's a reason why they want you to come first thing in the morning, because they normally have plans of inducing you. But we'll get into that a little later. So as they're on their way to the hospital, Cody's asking, like, what's the plan as far as the kids are concerned? So Christine lets us know that Robin asked her if there's anything she needs to let her know. So Christine's like, yeah, what I need you to do is I need you to watch over the kids. So per Christine's request, Robin is going to take charge. Just another example of how Christine embraced Robin and included her in the family, despite Cody now in season 18 saying that she didn't. Robin grabs Janelle and Christine's kids. Now, she didn't say that she grabbed Mary's child, which made me wonder if Mary's child was over there, but she said specifically that she grabbed Janelle and Christine's kids, and they had a party. I don't know if she didn't grab Mary's child because Mary's child is of age to watch herself, or if she didn't grab Mary's child because Mary was there to watch her. But I think that made me wonder how often Mary's child was left out of things, because all of her siblings are over at your house. Sorry, I did not mean to say her. You guys have to forgive me. I said in earlier videos, I'm going to try very, very hard to make sure I use the correct pronouns. All of Mary's child's siblings were at the house. So why would you not also invite Mary's child? I just noticed that kind of stood out to me. Robin said going from 3 kids to 15 kids is a lot, but she came from a broken family and her stepfather became her daddy. So it's very easy for her to do the same. And of course, while she's talking about this, she starts crying. While talking about the different ways that they've given birth and the babies that they had, Mary said that she had one child naturally, and then a few years ago, she had a child again, but she miscarried. That then brings up Christine's miscarriage, and Janelle said how scary it was. So Christine woke up in the middle of the night and she was hemorrhaging very badly. So badly that I'm assuming that she had to go to the hospital and stuff, because if Janelle's saying that it was very bad, then that means that she saw some of it. We see Cody being all sweet in the hospital with Christine. We find out that this is going to be Christine's first time getting an epidural, because they normally have a baby from home. Let me tell you something. I will never, ever forget that pain of giving birth. I will not. At all. Those contractions are no joke. That pain is no joke. They can sit there and say all they want to that once you have the baby, you'll forget it. My son is 16 and I have not forgotten it. The women then talk about how home births are common in the polygamous community, mainly because they do it to avoid the questions from the hospital. I don't quite understand the logic in this. They say they do it to avoid the questions from the hospital because they ask too many questions about the father. I don't recall a whole bunch of questions being asked about my child's father. I remember there being a paperwork that said who's the father. You write their name, you write their age, you write their date of birth, and that's about it. I don't recall them wanting to know like all of his business. So the fact that they said that, I was like, okay, so we're going to say that they question the father a lot. So that's why you didn't have it at the hospital, which then makes me wonder if Cody's name is on any of the kids' birth certificates. Because even when you add a name to the birth certificate, if you do it after the child is born in present day, the father has to go to vital statistics and say that he wants it to be added and all that other stuff. So I don't quite get that. I will say this. I noticed that they were volunteering information to the doctor. The doctor just wanted to know like how many kids this was. And instead of Christine saying that this is her sixth, Cody was eager to say that he has 12 children at home. So you gave out info that you didn't even have to give out. When they're asking about how many children do you have, they're not asking all together. They're asking about how many children does the woman who is in labor have? If she's had any miscarriages, if she's had any complicated pregnancies. That's not about the other wives. That's about the child. So Cody was doing a bit much in that. Janelle said that because Christine had the miscarriage, she's glad that Christine decided to go the hospital route. Cody texts the wives to let them know that Christine is having the baby. Cody leaves to get clothes. Once again, as I said earlier, I don't understand why he didn't already bring all of that with him. He texts Robin. He texts the other wives too, but he texts Robin. Robin announces it to the kids that the mom is having a baby today, and they get all excited. As we see him at his fiance's house, talking to Robin about Christine, Christine's water breaks, and she calls him to let him know that he needs to hurry up because her water broke. And she knows that once her water breaks, her delivery happens very quickly. So she wants him to hurry up and get there. Despite this, Robin follows Cody out to give her a kiss and a hug. Did you really have to do that? You're talking about the cameras following you, but did you really have to kiss Robin and give her a hug in that moment? I don't know. That's the scene that we've seen over and over again in future years. So when I saw it, I was just like, okay, the kiss is coming. He had to kiss his girlfriend before he went to the hospital to see his wife, already knowing how upset Christine was at the fact that they even kissed in the first place when he proposed. Now here you are kissing again right before she has her baby. Yeah, that's really going to make her feel great. We see that Aspen and Cody are at the hospital with Christine because Aspen wanted to be in the room and Christine wanted her to be there. We see Aspen watching the needle and Aspen's turning her head. It is a very large needle that's going into your spine. We then go back to the kids. The kids are playing with dolls and naming the dolls by their mom's names. And there's one dad, and Robin is just gushing because they're playing with the dollhouse that her daddy made her. And now her daughter and her new daughters are playing, and they're fighting over who gets to be the moms, and they're calling all the moms by the names. I don't know how I feel about children just calling them by their name, not with the miss, or yeah, it's a little odd. Despite Mary telling us in episode 1 that she is okay with not having any more children, Cody takes the time while his third wife is giving birth, while she's in labor, to ask the doctor if he knows a fertility doctor. Mary has said that she is okay with not having any children. But here you have Cody doing what Cody does, where he is not listening to his wife, and he wants to see if there's a way for her to have another child. Meanwhile, you're saying this in front of your wife, who is currently in labor, not staying tuned into what's going on in that room. I think that Cody made Mary feel like her one child was never enough. I feel like that's part of some of the problems that they had, because we know later on they're going to have several discussions about this child thing. And I just say, were you not listening to her in the confession on the red couch when she said that she's content with her child and the fact that she now has other kids? She always wanted 8, but she got her 8 and then some in a different way. He then points out how he didn't think it would be a big deal to ask that question because Mary and Christine have always gotten along. Christine gave him a look, but we now know that they didn't always get along. Christine told us that she used to have a lot of issues with Mary. Janelle said that they all used to have issues with each other. So did they get along, really? They really lied to us, you guys. This family really lied to us about their dynamic. I still feel like out of all of them so far, from what I'm seeing, Christine has told the most truth, but they really lied to us about a lot of things. Janelle is saying that Robin has helped out a lot with the kids, and with Christine being in the hospital, Cody is extremely present while she's giving birth. I saw Aspen in there. Aspen got to hold the baby and all those other things and see her dad cut the cord. I wonder if Aspen isn't rushing to have children because of all she witnessed and for having to help raise her siblings at an early age. Because Aspen has been married for a little bit of time now, and she doesn't have any kids. And I'm not saying that you should rush and have children, but I noticed that in their family, a lot of them, the women, got pregnant early on, that have gotten married. Like Maddie, at this point, she has 3 children, and McKelty has 3 children. So it's just something that I noticed. All the kids and wives go to the hospital. They get to hold the baby and see the baby, and it looks like a really beautiful moment. I will say this. They did a great job at fooling us. In the beginning, Robin really did seem like she cared about the kids and loved the kids. I don't know when things shifted, but I think we're going to see it play out. I don't know if it's going to be in this season or if it's going to be in the next season, but Robin is already acting, as far as I'm concerned, with the crying. I've never seen someone fake cry so much and not shed a tear. If you're going to do it, commit to it, girl. You guys, sorry this one is so short. I'm not going to drag it out because it really wasn't much to it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Comment, like, subscribe. Until next time.